Hello again, ladies and gentlemen. Sokka here with another episode of Hearts of Iron 4, the Canada Popular State. And when we last left off, we pushed the little bit of British occupation here on our eastern side. We joined the armies up, so these guys should be on their way south. We're pushing through the last bit of divisions through here, which should not take long at all. Once we take this port back, then we can hop on this island and just take these ports. Who owns this, by the way? France owns that, so we can take that pretty quickly. Looks like we have some units down here. Even though it says we control this location, we'll make short work of it. Looks like we have some retreating armies here. All 20 divisions are going to come down. These guys are hastily redeploying, and I want to sort of prepare for a West Coast invasion. Slowly but surely, they're taking the Pacific Islands, and they're probably going to stage a pretty big offensive on our western side. Most of our victory points, however, is on the eastern seaboard, so that's definitely where we will do most of our focus. In the grand scheme of things, we've lost a little bit of territory, and the Soviet Union has lost 6,000 troops in the war, so it's nice to see that the Soviet Union is taking the initiative and fighting back. Once we break to the coast, I'll tell these guys to go ahead and secure the island, and then we will try to get our Navy out here to patrol this seaboard to ensure that we get our troops landed. And it doesn't look like there's a straight crossing here, so we can take this island, and then we have to hop over to this island as well. Looks like we're being up, so we are now at war with Germany. So the question is, the call to arms against the German Reich. Sure. Germany broke the pact, so now the Soviet Union is at war with Germany. And now we're at war against Italy. And those must be separate wars, which is fine. Looks like these troops are joining the fight as well. We should reinforce. So there's our separate war with the German Reich and the Soviet Union. Looks like they can call in Slovakia as well. These guys are taking the initiative and pushing through to Halifax, Nova Scotia. And hopefully these guys continue on north. We will force them back and all will be peachy. Looking at our upgrades, we're making some headway. Yeah, we knew that was coming. We're making some headway with our upgrades. Most of our units should get the infantry equipment 2 production. We're up to over 100 rifles a day, and those factories are just getting better. All right, boys. You guys push up here, please. All of you. And that should secure this line. What I'll do is I'll tell these guys to stay here in Halifax, and then we will do a port relocation here. No. Well, fine. Delete those orders. We don't need them anymore. You stay here in Halifax. You join up. I don't know how many transports we are going to need to accomplish that goal, but we're moving. We should have air superiority here. They are surrounded, and we've got reinforcements for days. So this should be a pretty quick battle. We're at 90 combat width versus the 80, but we are winning the fight. I don't like the fact that there is a whole ton of submarines out there. Oh, good. Our mortar is done. Sweet. So that's better defense and breakthrough for our infantry units. We're in 1940. That is cavalry and soft attack. We're ahead of time there. And 2 years ahead of time there. looking at our support company, I believe the field hospital will be best considering our manpower situation. We'll go ahead and take that. And we are working on that next research slot. So our national focus, 8 days away, we'll have another research slot that we can throw at it, which is great. I don't know if Germany is going to distract the United Kingdom. Certainly it looks like Russia or the Soviet Union and Germany are definitely fighting on this eastern front here in the country formerly known as Poland. And we should be able to push these guys off. Now these divisions, go ahead. We have no access. So we need to plan a naval invasion, it seems. Naval invasion from the invasion source to here. And we've got 3 divisions. Hopefully that prep time is ticking away. We lack sufficient intel in the Newfoundland Sea. So now it's time to pull out our Navy in the Canada Popular State and get some intel here in the Popular Sea. We want medium repair priority. We want to assign an admiral. Number of ships in the first contact. All right, Harry D. Wolf, you are now our admiral. And just get some intel on that, if you please. We want to patrol the Newfoundland Sea. So that should get us the naval superiority that we need, I am hoping. Then once that naval superiority is established, then we can engage the order. And hopefully we're not going to get sunk. But here's our Canada fleet. We've moved into the Newfoundland Sea. We lack sufficient intel. Hopefully our patrol will contribute to that. We've got plenty of ships in the Newfoundland Sea, I bet. Looks like we've got a cruiser and some destroyers. All right, we've taken that spot of land. Okay, you guys are ready to go? War in Serbia seems inevitable. So we are indeed. Oh, we dare lack. How about this then? All right. Pause that for now. Let's move our planes from here. And let's move these guys, both of these guys, to Nova Scotia. And what I want you to do is when you're in Nova Scotia, we don't want you to do anything in Eastern Canada. We want you guys in Nova Scotia to patrol in the east, the Newfoundland Sea there. Normal operations day and night. So we've got some air support heading that way. Hopefully, that will encourage our naval invasion. Oh, looks like we're going to war. We have some naval bombers here. Looks like more ships are on the way. We're probably, well, we might lose this. Skill 4 versus a skill 4. Looks like he's a better admiral than we are. We might end up losing this whole navy. And if we do, that's no big thing. I know we're continuing to make ships and whatnot. Let's focus on that research slot. So now, let us... Can we do anything on the engineering side? Quicker research time? Yes, please. Seems like a free slot. National focus, we want if day. So we can raise our conscription law. So it requires John Inglis and Company and the Victory Unlimited. So let's start with 1. So that national focus will be half of what we need. Yeah, the British fleet is definitely a force to be reckoned with. I am not going to lie. looks like they're retreating out. You know what? That's fine. I didn't want to do your stinking naval invasion anyway. You know what we can do? We can work on Mexico. How is Mexico doing? 24 to 61. I believe we could take Mexico. Once we get the manpower, I think we'll work for taking on Mexico here. Oh, looks like we're making a strike in this battle as well in the Newfoundland Sea. Nope, we're losing that one. You know what? All you guys, go ahead and port back up, please. Let's see. You're at fire at will. That's fine. You're patrolling. High repair priority. That should bring them back. As far as you, though, let's delete your naval invasion order. That's not important. Let's get you. What I kind of want to do is split these armies in half and say have 10 over here to repel any sort of naval invasion, and then get 10 prepping on the Mexican border, and they'll have quick response time into the west. So let's take 10 of our best men here. So there's 10. Let's assign a new commander. Well, our old commander, Thomas Victor. Thomas, you are going to, let's say, make a front line. Or you know what? We could do a fallback line on the east coast here. That way we can prepare for any invasion. So you guys should be moving there. You, I want an offensive front line here on Mexico. Let's delete that and then stretch that across, please. Something like that. And then let's get an offensive line motion down to Mexico City and get you prepping. So now everyone is going to pull back from this island, and a few of them are going to be making a longer journey than the others. All right, let's change the colors up on these guys. Since this is the East Coast, let's make you blue. And then since you are the southern border, let's make you yellow. That way I can see those lines more particularly. Looks like our destroyers are retreating, which is fine. We have some free civilian factories up now. Let's continue building up our coastal forts. Let's get them on Nova Scotia while we've got them. And up here in New Brunswick as well. And just continue down the east. That should satisfy your craving for now. I know we have naval battle, that's fine. So we've got all of our territory, and it looks to be a little bit of a stalemate, but I'm just waiting for them to come to me. I'm doing my research. We're building up, and we should have a better army when all things are considered. The manpower, once that gets jacked up, then I can actually think about moving south. My big goal is to keep sort of a police force up here in the north to fend off any sort of naval invasion, and then we can focus on taking the Americas. We have our Matilda done, so we can actually go to our production line and change this light tank to the Matilda. And we have plenty of army experience to spare, that's fine. And I don't think we have any tank brigades, so we'll just be stockpiling those. In a perfect world, I could add a tank to one of these divisions. All right, technology. We're at 41. Or midnight. Yeah, early 1940. We could research the Spitfires. We could do some encryption or decryption to help ourselves out. Our industry is about a year away, but factory repair speed would be nice. Mechanized infantry. We sort of need to get ready for that, but not quite yet. Let's work on our recon company. I think that will help us out because our divisions do have a recon company embedded in them, so that will help them out. Artillery wouldn't be bad as well to help out that artillery attack. Yep, you guys are forming up on your fallback line, and you guys are moving straight through the heart of America to get on that Mexican border. And once we're a couple techs in, and we can get if day, we'll be able to change our conscription law to that extensive conscription, and really get the manpower up for sure. To go from 2.5 will double our manpower, and that can give us some room to recruit some more divisions for sure. What's going on in the Newfoundland Sea? More naval combat. Yeah, the British fleet, the Allied fleet is extremely, extremely tough. Oh, and it's a carrier group too. So they've got carriers on our borders. Does not matter. All right, you guys should be entrenching up. If they try to take, you know what? How about you extend this fallback line? Up to Washington? And I don't know why it did that, but that should be good. If they were smart, they would try to take Washington, but look at all of our fortifications we got on the side. It would be crazy for them to try to attack us there, right? Right. Yeah, we'll say that. Oh, so we did win a naval victory. How about that? We've got 61 naval experience. That could be due to our advisor over here. All right, 69 days away from our next, oh, there's a naval invasion. Well, good luck getting over here. You know what? Since you guys decided you wanted to come this way, let's delete this defensive line and make a front line. Actually, we could do defensive mode. Make a fallback line right here. All 10 divisions go. These 10 divisions should be able to hold off any advance from the west. And hopefully these divisions here will get a nice big planning bonus. Oh, a superior enemy, it says. Well, if I join both armies up, I don't think they would be that superior now, would they? Well, they may be. I don't know what sort of tech level Mexico is on as far as their research is concerned. Oh, 33 divisions. They're definitely building up, aren't they? Looks like we got some French fleets out here. All right, we can modify the government, and we're not close to that. We are in a war economy? Let's see, so right now we've got military construction at 20, conversion costs, consumer goods. Oh yeah, we can do that. Construction speed at 30%, recruitable population goes down, however. I don't want to do that, so we'll stay war economy. We can free trade. Chief of the Navy, Chief of the Air Force. Air superiority? Why not? We'll recruit some air superiority to help us out. Speaking of which, it might not be a bad idea to get these planes out here in the west. And I don't actually know. Let's move you guys to Washington and have you guys do close air support up here. in Nova Scotia. That should be fine. Normal operations are good. Go ahead there, pilots. I'm interested to see where this naval invasion is going to take place. It says it's right up there, but I don't actually see it. Naval combat, that's fine. Dangerous naval invasion. Oh, they took Puerto Rico. Oh no. Well, enjoy Puerto Rico. I don't know what you can really do from there. You could probably land in Miami, that's fine. We could shift these divisions over fairly quickly, I think. Yeah, these guys are loaded for bear. Look at this. So Mexico is definitely preparing. If it wouldn't cost diplomatic points, I could try to stage a coup or boost party popularity. Try to get them to stage a coup on behalf of the political party. The ideology support. Daily drift will cost 0.25 a day. Yeah, we're still making more than 1 a day. You will now be communist. How about that, Mexico? Maybe we could get a buddy out of this. Who knows? You know, since we're doing that, and it looks like these guys are sort of prepping on the east. Let's delete these orders and get these guys starting at Washington, D.C. We'll draw a fallback line here. Start at Washington, D.C. and just go north. We're not done with you yet, Mexico. We will be back. Don't you worry about a thing. Low manpower, that's fine. Where is this naval invasion? That's what I want to know. How's the war going? Soviet Union has lost a whole crap ton and seems to be losing ground in the grand scheme of things. Fascinating. Oh, free civilian factories. You know what? Let us shore up the West Coast. Let's make the United States, formerly known as the United States, impenetrable from the sea. We have our location to our benefit, so we are going to make the most of it. Vancouver will be shored up. There. I like to see it get through that. And our construction speed is going to be amazing. Those should be done in no time at all. But that is going to do it for me in this particular episode, ladies and gentlemen. Some naval combat took place. We've got our next research slot open, and we are working towards getting more manpower to recruit more divisions and see what we can do with Mexico. But that's going to do it for me. Like, share, and subscribe if you are so bold, and I will see you in the next Hearts of Iron 4 Canada Popular State. Thank you so much for tuning in. Take care.